Alright, good day and welcome to the last week of Tech Graphic Design. This is our second to the last class, and in today's class we'll basically be looking at two things. Number one, we proceed from where we stopped in the last class, that is, we were working on background, removing image on background. So in the last video we learned how to remove background from image background using lasso tool, which is a long procedure. And in this particular class I will show you another way to remove background from my image in less than just 5 minutes maximum. Alright, so but this works preferable with high resolution pictures or pictures that has clear difference between pictures and the background, for example this. Alright, so what we'll be creating is we'll be learning this with the purpose, and then be adding some creativity to it. So first of all, I will create our main file. Alright, so we'll be creating a simple Instagram post cover. Alright, so I will start by creating a new document. Alright, so my new document is here. So it's an Instagram page, so I would like to keep it square. So I will just use 2000 by 2000. Is a simple post which is square, and I will tap on, okay, let me give it a name, Insta should do. Alright, so I will tap on create, and here it is. We have our workspace loading. Alright, so we have our workspace loading. By the way, so sorry for the interruption. In the last class I was supposed to send this in the last class, but unfortunately my PC's charging point spoiled. As such, I had to look for another system to use for a while, which is why I'm using this system that is misbehaving and slowing since from last particular class. Alright, so we have our workspace ready. Just 3 minutes already. Alright, so we have our workspace ready and so on. Alright, so we'll begin by creating the background of our post. So I say an Instagram post. Alright, so I will give it a yellow. So I'll come to this place, right click, select rectangle. Alright, so let me just remove that too. So I'll come here before I use it, give it this yellow. This yellow is okay for me, so I'll drag and alright, so I believe this should do for the post we would like to create. So I'll put up everything in place before bringing in the image and removal of background. Alright, so here it is what we have. So I'll go to my download, look for icon that I may probably use. I just need an Instagram and Facebook icon, so I'll drop them here. Alright, so they are here already. So I'll just resize it. So I'll resize it. Alright, so I'll give it a go. I'll zoom the workspace a bit and make my adjustment. Alright, so this is actually a simple work. It's not because of the PC slowing down. I just hope you never have to experience such thing personally on your side, because this can frustrate your life. Alright, so I'll keep it here. I'll look for the Facebook icon. Alright, so we have our Facebook icon. Now please pay attention. From here we will enter our background. In this video I'll be teaching us two methods of removing background. Alright, so if you observe carefully, what I wanted is just the Facebook icon, but then this picture I brought in already has a white background. Alright, so I want to remove this white background to only have the icon in the cycle. So the first step and the first method is that for it to work, your layer must be rasterized. That is the first method for this particular method. So you begin by right clicking on your layer. This is the fastest way among all the ways you remove background actually. So I'll come to rasterize layer and then come to eraser tool here, right click, and you will see magic eraser. Select it, and this background with just one click it removes the particular color that you select. Are you see? We are done. All the white in the picture has disappeared. That is the first method, so please take note. That is the first method among the methods of removing. This is probably the fastest among them all. Alright, so I will have it and drop it here. So I have my icons ready. Just follow me. I have my icons ready. I will add some text. By the way, there will be two videos probably. I say we'll be learning two things. So the first one is continue on removing background, and then application of the pictures we remove the background. This is very important. And then the second thing we'll be learning is that we'll begin our logo design process today. We will learn about logo and process of designing logo. Alright, so let me just add some write-ups. Let me say 5 courses you can. Okay, 5 courses you can. Or let me just say 5 places. Okay, let me use 5 courses to learn. I think that's better to learn affiliate marketing for free. Alright, so actually this thing, so I will just hold it. Alright, so I will come here, make some adjustment. Okay, let me leave it for now. So So remember, we've already learned one of the ways to remove background. Alright, so we proceed from here. Is the minute ready? So we have our text ready. Alright, so I will increase the size of the text. I will increase it all the way up here. It's an Instagram post, so you have to ensure that it is readable even from far. On a glance, you have to capture. This is, by the way, let me just do a brief talk on content writing. As a content writing or digital marketing, you must learn to attract your customers. As a graphic designer, you must possess that skill as well. You must find something to attract the attention of your viewers to your design. Alright, so I can't just have a design without anything that will attract them. Alright, so this should do. I will change the font probably to Franklin. I need something a little bit pressed. I think this will do. Franklin Gothic Demi Con Regular should do. Alright, so this will do. Alright, so this will do. So we are almost done. It's a very simple flyer, but it's lovely. You will see it's lovely once we are done. So the next thing to do is I will bring the other image I would like to use. Alright, so I'll make use of this picture. So I'll drag this LTEC picture. Okay, let me use this guys. These are my colleague exactly. Oh, let me just drag it. So I'll drop it here. I can actually open it in another document, but I feel like given the way this system is, having multiple open work might delay or slow the system. So I'll go ahead and drop it here. Alright, so our image is loading. Alright, so we have our image here. Sorry for the delay. We have our image here. I'll just click on good here. Alright, so probably what I'll do is that I'll find a way to cut out the delaying period. Alright, so what I will do is let me pause the video while the image. Alright, so we have our image here already. So in this one, rasterizing is not necessary or compulsory, but I do rasterize for some reason. I think it speed up my work a bit, so I'll rasterize it here. Alright, so the first stage here is you ensure that the layer is selected here. Francis Imaginary is selected, so you just come to select and say select subject. So what this does is that the computer or the AI part of the program does the computer does the work for you. It scans the image or the layer you select and pick out the possible object you want to select. That is, it will try to guess what you are trying to select and then highlight it. That's why I say it's preferable with a good image and the image that has clear difference between background and the body. So in this case, everything is satisfied, so I'll just wait for it, and then once it is done, you will see the result. Alright, so let's wait briefly. It should take some minutes. Alright, so while waiting, you should see this progress bar. Alright, so we're almost done. Just wait for it. Alright, so it's done loading, so we should wait for the result. And as you can see, the transformation rectangle is already just on the pictures, so we should see the selection any moment now. Alright, so and we are done. As you can see, there is a selection bar around the image. This is telling you that this is what the computer thinks you are trying to select. So from here, you just ensure you are still on the layer and you come to this place, which is add layer max, and just wait for it. Now it will add the layer. What the layer does is that it hides every other thing on the layer apart from this place you selected. So it will hide all other aspect of the image and left only the particular selected place, meaning you've just hidden the background. Are you seeing? And then this is it. We've selected the background out of the image. Are you seeing? So all that is left is I will resize this. That is the second method of removing the background. Alright, so all I will do is I will resize my image to the size I want. So I will expand the image, something like this. Alright, so I will press Ctrl L. Ctrl L is for level adjustment, is for color settings. So I will just drag it a little bit inside. Alright, so this should do. Where this place talks, usually this is where I base my judgment. This is not, but this is more important for photography class. We are not in photography class, so we'll stick to what we have. So I'll just say okay, you don't even have to stress yourself doing this, but I see my image is a little bit more clear. Alright, as you can see, so I'll just shift the image properly. So this should do for what I want. Alright, so I think this is a bit okay for what I want to do. So I'll leave it like that, and then just what we are doing is just something simple, just to catch the attention. Just to catch the attention of people before all other posts. So I think we can leave the and then proceed to just I'll just zoom in and then adjust this. Alright, so and we have it here. Alright, so the next thing I will do is I will add text. That is the Instagram. Alright, so I just added this name. Alright, so this I believe the way this class is going slowly. I'm not expecting anybody to be lost. Everything was done clearly in the open. So I'll duplicate this one. Alright, I just hold down Alt and Shift. As you can see, if I say Alt and Shift, another icon on another cursor bar appears, and that means still holding it, you drag aside. So that's how I got this. by the way. So I have something like this, so I'll just reduce the size of the text a bit. Alright, so that's all. So we've seen clearly how to remove background, two methods of removing background while we were creating this flyer. Remember, the main purpose of this is so that you learn the two methods, two other means. That is, so far you've learned three, and the last one is using pen tool. You can search on that online. It's one of the longest, it takes the longest time. Most people don't like using it, but it's the backup plan if you must remove the background. These ones will not do. It works more like CorelDRAW. You have to keep points and points. Alright, so you just save your work from here and export it. Save it as JPEG. Just come to save as. Please, for those maybe you still don't know how to save the work as picture. Alright, so this is just plain picture, icon, text combination. It's looking cool. There shouldn't be any problem. If you feel like doing some touches, you can do it, but the main purpose and focus of this class is removing background. So alright, see you on the second video for today. We'll meet for the second lectures, which will be on logo design process. So I'll just come to type here and say JPEG. Okay, so I'll come to pictures here and say save. Now my resolutions are just 2000, 3000. I don't need to force myself to reduce it. I can just watch it. Once it is done, you will find it in the location, which is the picture, and it's almost done. So just go to your pictures. Alright, so you should see it in pictures. Alright, sorry, one last thing before. It asks for size. You can keep it at 10 or 9. So 11. Wait for it, saving percentage 10%. It has to be done before you see it there. Alright, so that's all. Once it is done, you will find it on the location. Ensure you copy it and bring it and send it to the group so that I will see the progress. This is it. It's 99, so that's why it's not yet showing, but as you can see, the Insta is here, and once it is 100, it will reflect. Alright, it is 100 now. We can check it again. Are you seeing it? So you can copy it to your phone. See you in the next video.